It's All Night Jazz here on WUSF 89.7. I'm Mike Cornette. Joining me now, the Executive Director of the Palladium, Mr. Paul Wilborn. Paul, how are you, sir?
We're doing great, Mike. Thank you very much. I'm home, doing this from home, so having a great time.
My dogs will bark soon, I'm sure. That always happens in the middle of these things. But
Yeah,
I should do it on cue.
We've got workers actually working outside, and I know they're going to crank something up about the time we get home.
Never fails.
Be prepared.
I do a lot of recording from the home too. I do most of my air work from here now, and so it never fails. Just as soon as I'm ready to go, somebody fires off a lawnmower somewhere. So live shows happening at the Palladium again, which is awesome. More information, mypalladium.org. Talk about what you've done and talk about what's coming up and how's it all working out so far.
It's actually going great, even better than we expected. You know, Mike, we're lucky in that we had a great business in our side door nightclub doing shows down there, but with 150 to 180 people, and that was a great number to do what we did. So we've just moved those shows upstairs, and we spread everybody out with 6 feet, and people are turning out. We cut out the intermission so we can reduce the lines and a lot of people crowding together. But it's great. We started with a blues show on October 3rd. Last Saturday we did stand-up comedy, and this Saturday we've got Nate Najar and Phil Fest doing some bossa nova jazz, and people have bought tickets strongly for all of those shows. Nate's going to be sold out by the time this probably airs. So
wow. So this is the 7th year in a row I think he's done that bossa nova guitar show. It's a pretty popular show.
Yeah, it's really kind of a summer show. It was on our schedule for the summer, and we just never got to do it. So
right. Well, there's a lot of things we didn't get to do.
That's right.
So, sadly. And you've also been, when we talked a couple of months ago when we were setting up this whole thing, Side Door at the Palladium, which we do every first Friday here on WUSF, we talked about some of the things you were doing, and you talked about, we're going to do these live shows, and now they're coming to fruition. And you also talked about doing these video shoots in Huff Hall upstairs, and you've shot a couple of those at least. I know you did James Suggs, and I know you've done Nate Najar and Daniela. So tell us about how that's working and what the plan is for those.
We really invested in cameras and lenses and editing equipment, and we see this even without the pandemic as a potential new business for us. Send great concerts, well-edited concerts into people's homes so they can watch them there. And so I think we've actually recorded 4 full shows. Okay. Some jazz, some blues. Damon Fowler, the blues guy, did one. We've got our dance, some of the St. Pete dancers, where we're going to do one featuring several dancers coming up. And it's gone really well. There's no audience. We do these sort of live, but there's no audience, and it's just gone great, and the edited versions are really cool, and it's going to look kind of like an old MTV Unplugged, or just a really good concert that you would enjoy watching at home, and sound great too.
And so it's not just music, so you did dance as well.
We did dance, and I'll see how it works, but this Saturday we actually filmed our stand-up comedy show. We wanted to do that with an audience so you get the laughter.
Right.
And so if that looks and sounds as good as we hope it will, we'll also offer some stand-up comedy as well. So a mix of what the Palladium does. We're going to do a chamber music one in December. And we're offering these up about every couple of weeks. You can purchase it and watch it at home.
And so it's a for-purchase thing, and it's going to happen on your website.
Yeah, you'll be able to get tickets on our website, and we're working through a streaming service. We'll send you, they'll send you actually a link from your ticket purchase. It's going to be hopefully very easy. This streaming service has done stuff from the Ryman Auditorium and the city wineries all over the country. It's a great streaming music site, and they make it very easy. So I think people are going to enjoy it, and we're really proud of the product.
Well, if it's from the Ryman, that'd have to be great. I mean, what a wonderful venue that is. So
yeah.
So if those guys, if the Ryman likes it, I think everybody's going to like it.
That's what I said. If the Ryman likes it, it's got to be good enough for us.
Exactly. And so what else do you have coming up? As far as we know, this weekend it's Nate Najar. It's an 8 o'clock showtime, right? So at the Palladium upstairs.
8 o'clock show on Saturday the 17th. We purposely did schedule 3 shows 3 Saturdays in a row, and then we're taking 2 weeks off. We didn't know, would we run into problems? Would it be something? So we're not doing shows for the rest of October, but really it's worked so well. People have responded so positively. They wear their masks, they're happy. My guard says when they're coming out of the parking lot, they're just smiling. So we've got about 5 shows scheduled in November, starting with Ona Karai doing a Jazz Beatles show that she was supposed to do last April for us. And that's going to be a really great concert. La Lucha is going to release their CD with Ken Poplawski and James Suggs on November 8th, I want to say, a Sunday.
Okay.
And several more shows coming up from there. Jeremy Carter is going to do a Soul of Jazz show later that month. And
Solo?
with a whole band, but
okay.
Soul, S-O-U-L, my friend.
Soul, got it.
Solo jazz, a solo trumpet. I mean, you know, I've seen those guys at malls. You know, you drop $1 in there, they're playing the trumpet. No, he'll have a full band. Okay. He'll have a full band. And then we'll do more in December. We're just, I think it's going to come back with us producing shows that are essentially side door shows in the main hall. And we'll do that as long as people keep coming. And
there you go.
Feel safe.
And so let's talk about this Ona Karai show, because coincidentally, that's going to be the next side door at the Palladium, which airs first Friday of every month, 10 o'clock on WUSF 89.7's All Night Jazz. And we're going to have an Ona Karai show, her Iberian project, which was a really nice show. Yeah. So we'll have that. And then the Beatles show actually features our own Dominic Walker on guitar too. So that should be great.
I caught that show pre-pandemic.
Right.
And it was just so good. And it was just at a small venue. And I said, we really need to bring this to the larger side door. And they loved the idea. And we were scheduled. We were actually selling tickets for that around the time we closed down. So I'm excited to get it back on the schedule. And she is so talented. Pablo, her husband, will be on piano. Alejandro, actually Alejandro, I'm not sure if Alejandro is on the Iberian Jazz one. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Okay.
Dominic will be on the Beatles one. And I know Pablo, her husband, will be on that one. The rhythm section, I'm not completely sure yet. But the recording you'll have of her show from the side door, Alejandro Arenas on bass and Dave Rudolph on drums.
That should be exciting. We're looking forward to that one too. That'll be a blast. Paul Wilborn, Executive Director from the Palladium. I want to thank you so much for giving us the lowdown on what's happening in your venue. Always more information, and your blog there at mypalladium.org. And always nice to chat with you and good to see your face. Hard to see people's faces these days, but good to see yours today.
Mike, thanks for the support. WSF has been great, and you guys have helped us launch this live shows, and I think people have turned out because of it. So thanks so much for everything, and we'll talk again soon.
We will. Thanks, Paul.